Summer of Love. In the summer of 1967, just outside the sleepy town of Willow Creek, a rainbow-painted van rattled to a stop under the shade of an old oak tree. Out tumbled a group of young people, barefoot, laughing, with guitars slung over their backs and daisies woven into their sun-kissed hair. They weren't troublemakers, though many in Willow Creek had whispered otherwise. They were dreamers, wanderers, hippies, as the world called them. Their leader, or perhaps the heart of the group, was a gentle soul named Luna. She had eyes like moonlight and a voice that could hush even the crankiest baby. With her was her best friend Jojo, who played the harmonica like it was an extension of his lungs, and Mira, who painted birds and stars on every surface she could find. They set up camp in an empty meadow by the creek. Nothing fancy, just a few tents, hammocks, and a big patch of wildflowers they promised never to pick. The townsfolk were cautious at first. Who were these barefoot strangers with their jangling beads and slow, smiling ways? It was old Mrs. Callahan who first dared to find out. Her lemonade stand had stood on the corner of Main Street for 30 years, and on this blazing July day, she found Luna and Jojo seated on her bench, fanning themselves with their hats. Mrs. Callahan offered each of them a glass of fresh lemonade, which they took happily.
You planning to pay for that lemonade, or just bless me with your presence?
She asked, arching a brow. Luna smiled.
We can sing for it if you'd like.
And just then, Jojo brought out his harmonica, and Luna sang a gentle folk tune about golden fields and finding a way home.
Through golden fields we gently roam, hearts wide open, far from stone. Each step a song beneath sky's dome, the journey's end, finding your way home.
Mira painted a mural on the library wall, flowers, peace signs, and dancing children. When the local band's drummer broke his wrist, Jojo stepped in for the county fair show. He didn't even miss a beat. Children loved visiting their camp, where Luna told stories under the stars, and they toasted marshmallows on a small fire as someone strummed the guitar. Even grumpy Mr. Whitmore, who hadn't smiled since 1954, chuckled when Mira painted a tiny sunflower on the mailbox outside his hardware store. Soon the word spread, and everyone came to believe that the hippies weren't wild or rude. By summer's end, the town had softened. The hippies hadn't changed their ways, but somehow they'd changed the town. When the van rolled out again in early September, it left behind a trail of tire prints and a town that missed them more than they would admit. The mural stood beautifully, a memory of that one lemonade summer when peace felt possible and joy was shared like a second glass on a hot day.
Through night's embrace to break of day,